Hey, what's up guys? Cam here, and today I'm coming at you from Singapore. Quickly, if you haven't already, make sure you sign up on GameCruise.com for the email list, which is where I share a lot of different exclusive content only available through there. So definitely make sure you sign up, and if you haven't already, also join the forum. The link is below. When you sign up, make sure you introduce yourself and start interacting with our community. As you'll see in today's video, it's really important that we all come together and start sharing our story with the world. And the best way we can do that is by first coming together ourselves to interact and to help each other out. So definitely make sure you join us on the forums. Today's question is about how you talk about this gaming problem with normal people who might not have a problem with it themselves. These could be friends or family, or just people that you interact with on a daily basis, or that you just run into. And I think understanding this is really crucial for our movement to move forward. Remember, this problematic gaming issue is only getting started, and it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to continue to grow and get bigger. Right now, if you're watching this video, you're one of the first few people who are really experiencing this problem and getting involved in the community. It's up to each of us to take responsibility and to help communicate our story to the world. And that starts by communicating it well to ourselves, to our friends, our family, and just people we interact with on a daily basis. So I get a lot of comments from people who say that it seems like I'm really polished when I talk about this issue. And the truth is that I do believe I am. But that happens because every single day when people ask me what I do and I tell them that I help gamers get their life back, they start asking me questions, and it forces me to be really sharp in how I respond, to get them on my side and to help them join our community and then help spread our message and our story to the world. So there are going to be a few elements I talk about today that are really important that you speak about when we're sharing this problem. The key principle you want to keep in mind anytime you're talking about this problem is that it's all about how you shape the conversation. How you shape the conversation ultimately dictates the results that you get, and it dictates the buy-in that you have from other people and whether or not they want to get involved. How you shape the conversation is really important to keep people from becoming defensive and to bypass their biases. For instance, if you're talking to a gamer and you're sharing your story about how you have a problem with gaming, but then you come across like you think gaming is bad, you're instantly gonna make him defensive. And now that he's defensive, he's not gonna be open to hearing your perspective. Or if you're talking to a parent, they're gonna have this bias that gaming is bad and that all games are violent and that they make people violent. So both of those conversations, whether gaming is good or bad or whether games make you violent, don't really speak to what the issue is and don't really inspire me. So I intentionally shape the conversation away from that so that we can focus on what really matters. And what really matters is that there is a segment of gamers who play that don't want to, and that's it. So when you're shaping the conversation, you really want to speak about how it's not that games are good or bad, or that you should play or you shouldn't, or that they make you violent or that they don't. And instead, you should focus on how there's a segment of gamers, there's a percentage of gamers who play who don't want to and have trouble moving on from games, and that this happens for very specific reasons. By shaping the conversation around that, not only is it the truth, but then you can start moving the conversation into a direction of how do you actually help these gamers move forward. And I always like to share that there's this segment of gamers who want to quit but struggle to, and that because of that, because they want to quit, they deserve to have help and support and resources to do so. And they'll always find this pretty interesting, that there's actually a segment of gamers who want to quit but struggle to. And now you move the conversation to how can you help these gamers. So in the conversation, it's always important to personalize it. Now, this is the perfect opportunity for you to share your story and to personalize the issue for them to understand. You can share how you personally struggled to quit and share what also helped you, which is understanding that there were specific reasons why you were playing, and by identifying them and then finding solutions to those, you were able to move on and start living your life. Now, to help them understand some of these different reasons, you can share the two main struggles that people have when they go to quit. And the first is about finding what else to do with their time. Now, whenever I talk about this problem, especially with parents, I share the story that my parents always said, which is that when they were younger, they had to go outside and play. When you're growing up, your parents are always telling you this story. Then what I say is that there's an element of the story that people often forget. By having to go outside and play, you develop this skill of being able to entertain yourself. You develop the ability to be spontaneous, to be creative, to hang out with friends, to be social. to come up with different games to play because you had to. But nowadays, because of the way kids are raised, where we aren't really forced to go outside and play, we don't develop this skill. So it's not that we're not capable, it's not that we don't want to, it's that we've just never developed the skill. So gaming's always been the activity we've had. So now that we remove it, we really actually just don't know what else to do with our time. It's not that we can't think about different ideas like playing guitar, joining a sports team, or anything like that. It's just that we've never experienced them. So this is usually where I share that the next struggle that we have is making new friends. And I take this opportunity to share with them how to quit gaming, it's a bit more complex than just uninstalling games and not playing games. It's not about games, it's about why we played them. So it's a more complex issue that there are solutions to, we just have to understand what they are. And when I'm talking about the difficulties of making new friends, it's easy for me to talk about the identity issue that we have and how gaming's our sense of community. It's where our friends hang out, and if we have friends in person, gaming dominates the conversation. By focusing on those elements of the conversation and being intentional in how you direct it, you're going to get people on your side. And by getting them on your side, you've now developed an advocate for yourself and for our community. And they can help spread the word to so many other people, whether it's parents, friends, family, or other gamers just like us who struggle to quit playing video games and to get our life back. Remember, it's really important that every single one of us involved in this community, every single one of you watching this video, that you contribute to shaping this message in a productive way that allows people to join our side and to spread the word. Right now on the Stop Gaming subreddit, there's only 4,000 people who have registered for it, when statistics would show that 1 out of 11 kids playing games right now in the US would be classified as quote-unquote addicted under normal criteria, and that's over 5 million kids. So our community right now is at the beginning, and it's really important that we shape this conversation in a positive direction, because if we don't, then we run into issues that other causes have run into where nobody really cares about their issue because they've done a poor job of communicating it. They've done a poor job of allowing people to get on their side and to help them out, to support. And our community needs all the support we can get. So I hope those principles help you out. And if you're watching this video, I want you to leave a comment below and tell me where you're watching from. And I want you to see our community is a global community. There are people all around the world, in every different part of the world, who struggle with this issue. It's that much more important that we come together and each contribute to the positive message of our community. I really hope you'll join me in the forum. The link is below. Make sure you sign up, make sure you introduce yourself, and make sure you start interacting with the community. Share these videos, share the TEDx talk, and let me know if I can help in any other way. I really believe in our community's ability to bounce back and start living our life to the fullest. So if you're watching this, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.